smoke or do none of that, and you don't want to live, well, talk about the reality of the world, click off now. This not for them little kids. This is not one of them little kids streams. This is not no PG-13 family friendly. Do y'all remember that gifted program? One thing that always threw me off about that is why I didn't remember all the stuff we did. I can't even look. So growing up, we had a lot of teachers, right? I'm talking about first grade, Miss Westfall, you got Miss Thurman, you got Miss Birdman, you got Miss Cop. Like, even my kindergarten teacher, I can Miss McCarthy probably Miss McCarthy or something like that. But these people, I was like, shit, 10 or 11, 12, and I still can't remember these people. Is that weird? I was about 11. Look, I was like between 11 and 12 years old. Probably 10 when they first started it. But I know for a fact they did it when I was 11. I don't remember these. I can't tell you their faces. Them people was not teachers. That's one thing I can tell you. Because the difference between me and other kids is all the kid who understood from an early age. Like, reality hit me harder than every other kid already. So I'm already looking at it like, y'all not teachers. What are y'all then? Shit, probably scientists. Just the pink drink. The pink drink is what really got me. Cause one thing I noticed is I was a kid who was always mad and aggressive, right? But the pink drink had me talking. But it wasn't just that. I'll be good for a second and then I'll just shut down, right? Cool. But as I get older, I realized me shutting down, my body shutting down, is my ADHD basically kicking all the drugs offline. So whatever was in that pink drink, they like fluoride this, fluoride that. Look, I was seeing shit from the future. Like, okay. So I was basically one of them kids where, you know how you would dream about something, then it happened? I did that shit a lot. Like, every dream was one of them. But I never told them that. They used to ask me about stuff like that. I never told them that. I'm like, bro. That's why, like, when certain stuff happens, certain deja vu moments happen, I sit right there and I stop and I think. Because sometimes in my head, I'm be like, oh, I was finna go here today. I was finna go. I'm not doing that no more. It's something that's telling me not to go do that no more. Because 9 times out of 10, I learned with my deja vu moments, more bad can happen than good. So if you have a deja vu moment, don't try to let it play out within the same way that you thought of it in your mind. Like, it's weird. And I'm talking about, I'm having premonitions over dumb stuff. Right hand on the Bible, kill me right now. Take everything from me. I had a dream that somebody was playing when I was younger. We was on Modern Warfare 2. It had to be Modern Warfare 2 or 3. I don't know which. It had to be one of them, but I remember it was on Terminal. Whichever one of them had a 3-round burst pistol, whichever Call of Duty, probably both of them had that one too. But look, I just used to have dreams of stupid stuff. Like, and mind you, this is a gun I don't use. At the time, I never used this gun. So I got a dream somebody drop shotting, just doing little small stuff like that. And then boom, that happened. And then something else. It's like it's always a chain reaction. Just because you have a dream about the game don't mean, like, okay, what else finna happen? Damn, I got suspended immediately the next day. Damn, I got in trouble. Like, I was getting in trouble in ways that I couldn't even fathom. But man, yeah, it's weird. But one thing I never understood is, so they put me in that gifted program with a lot of other kids, right? So I was in the program. They put me in the program, even though I was mad all the time and I had anger issues. Yeah, I had no problem putting me in a room alone with kids. They used to come get us. They used to take us out of class around like probably 1. We ain't got out of school till like 4. And then let it just have us in there by ourselves. Like, no teachers, no nothing. Nobody came and checked up on us. Some days I think we had to like leave out. Like, you would have thought we was high schoolers. You would have straight thought we was high schoolers because bell ringing. Ooh, let's go, y'all. It's time to go. Nobody came and got us. Everybody to leave, and I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's just a lot went on. So if that happened, what, man? I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. Everybody like, that's fluoride. That's fluoride. That made me not aggressive no more. I don't trust that pink drink they gave us in school. That shit made me not mad no more. And then now I get older and I know since I got ADHD, I can't take stuff like Adderall and stuff, right? Because Adderall turned me into a zombie. I'm not finna be a zombie. How people think of Xanax is how Adderall would do me. That's why I don't take nothing. I can't. My body just reject anything. So I grew up in the hood too. So you saying all these people, man, this and that, you weak. Boy, you was a crackhead. Boy, you're a crackhead. So I guess that was one good thing about having my ADHD, that you can see through a lot of stuff. And I can see that whatever was in that stuff, it'll have me under a chokehold for about 10 to 20 minutes. And after that, hold on. Let me shut up again. Cause I'm talking to these people like I knew them my whole life. Every single person who's in the gifting program will tell you that, okay, I was probably a shy kid, but when they gave me that drink, it's like a truth serum off Stranger Things. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It was like you can, until my body started fighting back, and I'm like, hold on. I was answering every question like blindly. Yeah, I don't trust the government. I don't trust none of that shit, man. They experiment like them hearing tests and all that. I ain't gonna lie. The only thing that make me stop doing good on the hearing test and stop curring is what you call it? This lady over here being nosy. Yeah, but the only thing that made me stop caring about the hearing test and all that is I had, like, I'm doing it, and then I'm starting to see reactions, and like, when you come out the room, I'm seeing faces, and I'm saying, are you sure you heard that? Are you positive? How did you hear that? Hmm. Hmm. Uh, Another thing is I learned back then is I can't read energy. Manipulation energy is, you ever been talking to somebody and then like, okay. You know how you're feeling in your stomach, like it gotta be somebody you like. You ever, you got like a little weird feeling in your stomach, like it ain't, what would you call it? It's like you nervous. It's like you nervous. Yeah, it's like you nervous, right? But it give off a little butterfly feeling, like the butterfly in your stomach feeling. If you ever just chilling, like if I get a butterfly in my stomach feeling, I'm just sitting with you talking to you normal, you have alternate motives. Like, you're not there for me. And when I was a kid, the shit used to be so thick to the point where I knew when I didn't like an adult, and I was always out. Ask everybody growing up, I was always right. When it came to all these adults being, oh, that's a bad person, I was always right. My principal in doing life right now, and I told everybody he was a fucked up. I told you he was a fucked up ass man. He fucked up. He lying. Why would the principal lie on you? Why would the principal lie on you? He got life now. You don't think he was fucking lying? Ah, dumb as hell. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that gifts program, shit, they was letting kids get away with murder. If you was in a gifted program, the shit I did in school should have been got me kicked out. Putting holes in walls, doing all type of shit. They don't care. As long as you in that gifted program, they would find any way to keep you in that school. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Then I started noticing that older people start manipulating. So like it was all one big game. Like that gift program was to see if kids had abilities. And I don't think y'all know this. People out here have abilities. They don't have to be these like this unrealistic ability that you think of, like flying, doing this and that. No, somebody can smell you and tell that you're lying. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Can smell you and tell that you lying. Why? Because the butterfly effect. Like if I could tell a person lying because I can smell it on them. It feel like adrenaline. It's like when you smell it feel like adrenaline pumping through your body. Why? Because you are picking up on they motherfucking they rhythm, they fucking frequency, I guess. I guess you could say it's that frequency. You picking it up and you just replicating it into your body. And I know that if I feel this way, that means I'm lying. If I feel that way, boom, and it ain't no, oh, it's different for everybody. No, it's not. Quit letting people lie to you. Stop. That's how people get manipulated right there. They always think everybody is so different. That's how you got manipulated. You thought this person was so much different. And they act exactly like somebody you know. Like y'all don't be understanding that everything comes like back to back. It ain't nothing just comes out of nowhere. Everything comes back to back. Like people be talking about it ain't no more good movies. Y'all wanna know what I just noticed? What's up, just said? Y'all wanna know what I just noticed when they say there ain't no more good movies? Every movie that we got that's good is basically a remake. Every good movie that we have is a remake. Like, man, I ain't doing nothing. I'm in here talking about the school gifted program they had me in, doing tests on me, seeing if I can hear, giving me pink fluoride drinks. Shit, sending me in a room with people I can't even remember. Yeah, that's the only thing that got me, because I'm like, okay, anybody who was in the program, for real. But look, I wonder if the gifted program that we went through growing up in school was like the MK Ultra shit. I I really wanna, like, me personally, I think it was, cause everything, man, y'all seen Stranger Things, how Vecna, you know what? From the ages of 9 through 11 is when the gifted program really, really, really was on, like, every kid. Like, do you have ability? Can you hear this? Can you do this? Can you do that? Wow. And it's just because watching Stranger Things, a 9 through 11-year-old is the easiest to manipulate, right? And I'm gonna tell you why. 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old play too much. They play too much. A 9-year-old, they start to mature. 10, 11, they start to mature. 12, 13, you got to get them before they get there because they're going to start playing again. That's how I go. When you was 11, you probably chilled out. By the time you hit 12, 13, shit, that puberty start kicking in. You can't control nobody. You can control them before puberty while they got a good brain, but once puberty start hitting, you can't. And that's really just messed my head up, because I'm like, between the ages of 9 and 11 is when the gifted program really wants you. Y'all better realize that's when they really want you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it do sound like real life shit. Will gay, that sound like it's a gay Will around here somewhere. Shit. All that shit sound like real life. The age, it's the ages though. It's the ages. I think Vecna was like 9 to 10, but 9 through 11 in real life, that's the easiest to manipulate. It's hard to manipulate a 5 and 6-year-old. Them motherfuckers don't play that shit. No 4, 5, 6-year-old don't play that shit. They don't play that shit. Nah. But once they get older, like 9, 10, mm-hmm. Damn, Vecna was the first kid, wasn't he? Hey, don't even get me started on what y'all did about Stranger Things. Like, don't. I bet you was on there looking for episode 9. I ain't gonna lie. But Stranger Things could have really they could have whatchamacallit. If I was them, that would have been a fake last episode too. And then I would have just dropped one randomly like today or like tonight. What? I would have broke the shit out of Netflix service. One last run, man. And they talking about they don't think Elle died. She didn't die. She didn't die. Nostalgic. Look, but look, like now that you say that, like Stranger Things reminds me of The Gifted. I'm finna tell you why. I used to think they used to be like, oh, it's his attitude and his anger issues. First off, I didn't have anger issues. That's first off. I had anger issues, but it wasn't because of how you would think. Think about this. I was shorter than most kids growing up already. So most kids had at least a good 6-7 inches on me. So you already know they trying to play with me, but they don't know I got brothers at home. And I punch harder than everybody in this motherfucker. So you know they try to bully you. I'm not going bully who? Man, look, I'm gonna tell you now. Never on this earth would I ever let nobody, no matter what, man, what? I can never stand for no shit like that. I don't care how many of y'all it is. I could never let myself get bullied. That's just going down too far for me. So I'm like, man, I'm finna fuck y'all up. I'm finna fuck y'all up. Shit. They got me, hey. And then, you know, you get labeled as having anger issues for always defending yourself. You know how I go. Like, I'm literally I used to be like 3'7", 3'8". The fuck, these kids 4'11" and shit. The fuck, 4'10". Nah, I ain't tall as fuck. Nah. I just 5'10", 5'10" and a half. My Air Max on, I'm gonna get 5'10" and a half. Ah, man, everybody who bullied me, we cool now. You gonna learn. You gonna learn what? Anybody who try to bully me, we cool now. They ask, can we please be friends? Can we please? I thought dictionary. Hey, I ain't play that on God. I remember I got suspended because 2 kids trying to bully me, throwing paper through a dictionary at them. Both of them. You heard me here. I had 2 people, 1 dictionary. That's how I knew I was different. Do your homework on smacking somebody with a dictionary. After they keep throwing paper at the back of your head and the teacher know. That's what used to kill me. We come from a generation. You born in the 90s, your mama, your grandma and them be looking at you. Why would teacher lie on you? Why teacher lie on you? I don't know. Fuck. But one thing I can say to this day, I'm down at 30. Them teachers lied on me. The fuck? That's why I don't play that shit with my kids. I do not play that shit. If my kids over here looking at me and straight ready to crash out and bang with me over this shit, they not lying. They not lying. If your kids are really ready to bang with you over, and I didn't do this, and they really ready to crash, and you feel it in your heart they didn't do that, they didn't do that. They didn't do that. But our generation ain't give a fuck. Our parents looked at us like we was crazy. Why did that teacher lie on you? My principal has life in prison right now. The same principal y'all said, why would he lie on me? He in jail, right? So y'all don't think other teachers I'm over here like that bitch lying, that bitch lying. Then y'all starting to see how teachers are nowadays. So y'all, I don't like sending my kids to school every day. Oh. Mm. Oh. No cap. I'm like, if you was in school, I'm this for anybody. If you was in school in 2012, 2013, and you still going to school, just know that your motherfucking family, you believed anything, and you had to go to school through blizzards. Nowadays, these kids don't know shit. On my soul, I had to go to school in a blizzard. The fuck? A blizzard. Do your homework on a blizzard. Do your homework on your bus slide. And you on this motherfucker like, hey, you hear me? I almost told her that motherfucker, you better stop playing. These kids don't know nothing. They don't know nothing about another bus pulling up to them, throwing all shit in that motherfucker. Now it's a bus war. You better stop playing. And this on site every time we see y'all. I still feel bad. I don't know how they did it, but it was like confluence or something. One of them little dudes had a water balloon. He threw it through my window. I ducked. Old girl behind me ain't ducked. She should have ducked. You heard what Lil Durk said? You should have ducked. Shit. There was some old water in that water balloon too, so it looked like he had it all day. How you know it's old water? I can smell it. I know she was mad. Man, y'all, hey, look. Y'all want to know something crazy? I'm starting to think that a lot of shit. Okay, look, y'all. I'm starting to think that y'all know we can do. I don't even know how to start this shit off. This shit sound crazy as fuck. But do you know that theoretically it's possible for you to travel through shit? No, I ain't talking about no, and I'm not talking about no, I'm not even talking, look here, y'all. Y'all know who NASA is, right? Y'all know NASA, the space company? Y'all know NASA, the space company, right? Y'all know they was made to go on the water first, right? Or the fact that the Bermuda Triangle, the reason it's so dangerous over there because it's man-made, or the fact that we have like bases underwater. Just like you watch Stranger Things, you see how they got the base in the upside down. You like, how the hell they get a base down? How you do this? How you get a base over here? Yeah, they have bases underwater. I don't think y'all even understand it. Not only do they have bases underwater, they have aircraft because everything that we get is old. Smartphones, Bob Lazar was talking about smartphones in 1980s. This smartphone that we're on right now, they were talking about these in 1980s. Yeah. So, and I look, so I don't be having to do nothing but be on YouTube all the time, right? My job is to make sure I can find the best videos and the best algorithms and bullshit like that, right? Because it ain't about, like, and one thing I tell people, it's just like YouTube. Like, people think, like, even YouTube, like, even most people don't even know about YouTube, so you can't know about the world. Like YouTube, you'll see somebody, say you click on somebody's channel, you like, he only get 50 views a video. He can't be getting paid. You crazy as... I know people who get 50 views a video who easily touch 10K a month. Who easily touching 10K a month. It ain't about just the video, it's about everything you're doing at once. So when I start looking at it like that, I'm start saying, like, what else in the world could be different? Okay. So we know we get this we get everything 30 years late type shit. Yeah, about 30 years, about 30-year gap. We get everything like 30 years late. You don't think they have super shit that can fly underwater? You don't think, look, so this what happened. A UFO researcher said that we have contact with aliens, right? Aliens taught us shit, and you know how it go. You know, of course we have aliens here. We're not the only ones here. They said a lot of them live in the water, which is why don't NASA explore the water anymore? Because they found something. The only time you stop looking is when you already found it, right? Right? Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not tripping. I just want to make sure I'm not tripping. When you trying to find something that's wrong with a car, and you finally figure out you done, right? Okay, okay, okay. When you got a phone charger that go into the wall and one go into your phone, right? You plug one piece into the wall, you plug the other piece into your phone, you're done, right? Why would you sit right here and be like, oh, I want to look at this and explore more into this and go into this? You're not. The only time you keep looking at places is when you didn't find anything. That's what scientists do. The only time you keep looking is when you don't find anything. I don't think people understand this shit. When you find something that you don't want to find, you're not looking no more. You're not finna keep looking. Why would you? Look, I'm telling y'all, if you find some shit that you be like, that's not human. They said it's underground, it's fucking cities underwater. And I believe it. And I really do believe it. How much technology we got? You don't think we can make an underwater city? Are you serious? We can be out of space. We can't make an underwater city? Okay. 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 And then that's another thing. I keep like he said like some crazy shit that I don't even want to say. He basically said that you can get like, okay, if you are going fast enough, you can your mask can fit on the tip of a pen. I don't think you understand it. So if you're going so fast, it get to a point where your mask can fit on the tip of a pen. That means you can probably realistically split between atoms because everything you see is full of air. Everything in your face, oh, this phone in your hand is not solid. When you put on a microscope, it got holes in it. It's air pockets everywhere. Yeah, atoms they not touching. So it's all space around them, right? Look, I don't know why he said this, but I think there's like Dr. Greer or one of them, one of the famous doctors. But that means your ass would be able to go through shit. If you go that fast, that means you can go through things. The only thing I can say, if UFOs are out there, which they are, I'd have seen some crazy shit in my life. I'll tell everybody, no matter, look, when I get old, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Caseyville, Illinois, 2018, midnight, walking home from Cracker Barrel. Over the cornfield, I thought it was the moon. That was not the moon. I'm not even gonna get into that right now because I'll go all day with that one. Long story short, it was not the moon. You believe in immortality? I feel like this. Me personally, since I've been born, I don't look because people just be saying this and that, that and that. I wasn't born with that. Hey, oh, we've been. I feel like I'd have been everywhere before. When I go out of town, I don't feel lost. I feel like I've been here before. If that do that make sense? Hold on, hold on. Let me go grab this. I hate when I do that. I hate doing that. You know what? Let me see something. Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't care about no music being played on here. I'm just trimming out all the music that try to block it. So if you one of them artists and you block people music, nobody gonna like you. I ain't gonna lie. Like block the videos, I'll let you have the money, but blocking the video is crazy. Now look, I ain't gonna even lie. I be hating when people thinking they better than everybody. Man, you ever met that one person, or you got that one family member who be out there like, they be trying to just act like they got always so important. Yeah, I'm finna go ahead. I gotta go do this. I'm finna go ahead, go home. If you ever see what they do when they go home, you would be like, bro, get your. They try to act like they more important than what they is. And they go home and just sit on the phone and sit in one spot, looking slow, just down like this. This shit. That's all they do. Like you act like you finna go build something. Like you finna go, you know, like you actually got some motion going on. No. That's why I start going to jobs and I start looking at these bosses and these managers, cause they act like they bet. I don't care what you talking about. When you go to a job, your boss and your managers and your supervisors act like they better than you. They really act like they better than you. They don't like you saying, they don't like seeing you do no type of good in life. And I straight didn't notice that. So I'm like, yeah, oh, my boss cool. He do this and that, that, and that. Man, I got that YouTube check, bought me a new car, envy instantly. I'm like, oh. Now, you know, mad doing lame shit. Well, he came in like 5:30. Ain't leave, and he ended up breaking my coworkers, all type of they stuff. Shit, you better than me. You better than me. Water cooler broke. Fans broke. Motherfucking he broke, like they used to have bikes in there. Broke 3 bikes. Threw 1 bike by the dumpster. When I pulled up, I seen one outside. I'm like, oh shit. It was all type of shit going on. And he only did that because he was just having a bad day. Literally having a bad day. All this stuff been in there for years. It's clean. It's useful and used. But then they wanted to make it. It was all type of just weird stuff. Then they started making it to where like, oh, everyone just needs to do this. Oh, it's taking longer now. Of course it's taking longer. How do you walk from one end of the warehouse to the other? Now that you took any way to move around, besides driving a fucking forklift, which you basically keep parked in the front. Hold on. Oh, sheesh. Like, why is this shit sticking so much? But yeah, I learned your bosses envy you. They don't want to see you doing good in life. Cause what you look, I'm gonna tell you why they don't like people who doing good in life. This is what I realized. A person who do good in life got an opinion. when things are unfair and it's like some